How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Talk to me, chat with me, chat with me, chat with me, guys. What's going on? How are you doing? How's your day been? Fridays usually come with like a lot of excitement, of course, because it's weekend. We get to chill, we get to rest, we get to unwind, we get to have time for family, friends, loved ones. Get to play our favorite sport, watch our favorite movies, and all of that. So it's a lot of relaxation, right? But one person that has continued to give us the heat has to be Davido, who dropped an amazing song today. That one has caused a lot of controversy. There's been talks. Every time that one of the heavyweights drop music, there will be talks, right? So it is almost inevitable. But the talk about the release of this song is something that we're not expecting. I mean, it was something that we're expecting to come with a lot of excitement. By now we should be playing this song again and again, like have it on, heavy rotation, repeat, and all of that. But it seems like the anticipation and the excitement has been watered down by the quality of the sound. We'll get into all that. But first, thank you so very much for all that you do for us. Thank you for your likes and subscriptions. Thank you for being a big part of our community. We love and appreciate you. We see everything that you do, and we do not take it for granted. And guys, let me know in the comment section where you are watching us from. Put it right there. And of course, if you want to be a part of the conversation, it's Friday. We'll be very glad to have you on to also speak your truth and talk about the things that we also have to share. Your opinion means and matters to us the most. So, without further ado, let's just delve right into it, right? So, Asake in the morning, reportedly, allegedly, his dad pops out and says, I'm the father of Asake, and I have been going through some type of illness, and I want you guys to come to my aid. It wasn't a video that we're expecting to see. It wasn't something that we're expecting to see. It wasn't any type of news that we're expecting to see. But you know how life works, right? You can't predict. Anything happens, and that's the way life goes. And you cannot really like put your hands down to say, okay, I want to control what comes up or what doesn't come up or anything like that. Yeah. So Ashake alleged dad pops out the scene and says, you know what, I'm Ashake's father, and I have things I've been dealing with, and it'd be nice for anyone to reach out to Ashake, to help me, and all of that stuff. So that conversation was something that was really heavy in the morning. But right now, Ashake has also reportedly responded to his dad with a new viral sound, like a freestyle that he did. And he was just talking about how people are ungrateful, how you can lie human beings, and all of that stuff, right? So it begs the question: does this mean that that is Ashake's real father? Does it actually confirm to all of us that that claim is actually true? That at some point Ashake actually abandoned his father and left him alone? Because according to the reports that we're getting, it seems like Ashake has been a very, huge part of his life, the life of his father, helping him out as every other child, every other successful child would do. But right now, it's not looking like Ashake wants to actually take that. He wants to come and clear the air. And of course, the release of that viral snippet of him freestyling and all of that stuff pops into the scene. And that's what we're seeing right now. But guys, if you have seen the video of Ashake, how does that actually make you feel? Does that give validity to the claims that that is in fact Ashake's father? And if you were in Ashake's shoe, what would you do? Would you think that this should be settled outside social media? I mean, like we can actually have this conversation outside social media and just sort this as a family problem. What do you think about this, guys? Because honestly, as it stands, kind like it's looking like it's a lot, in my opinion, right? And this is something that a lot of people, have been talking about. But I want to really know what your thoughts are, to be very honest. To be very, very honest. What what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Because right now, Ashake, for what is worth, is not even, ready to get into any type of drama with anybody, to be very honest. Aha. So he's just really going about his business and doing what he thinks he can do to just salvage his career. If I have to put it that way. The news from leaving the YBNL group really, really, I think, had a toll on him. So everything he's doing right now is trying to match that energy to come to the limelight or to stardom. So and it's been going well for him, pretty decent. Of course, Casablanca released a new sound, Why Love, has a new team with him, and they seem to be, getting along and doing things how they really should. So is this a distraction, like he said in the viral freestyle? Is this maybe some type of greed? Because in fact, he also mentioned that in the viral soundtrack. I beg your pardon, freestyle. So I don't know. What are you guys feeling? What are your thoughts exactly? What are your thoughts exactly? Do you think that Ashake should just ignore all of these things and actually just, probably just move ahead and not concern himself with any of these nonsenses going up, over the, on the internet and all of that? So just let me know what your thoughts are. And of course, we'll be right there to respond to every one of it. Well, you know, he said in the morning, like we reported, he said, I'm Ashake's father. Please come to my aid. I'm down with a stroke and I need your help. Well, with the reports that we're seeing, it seems like Ashake has indeed been in his father's life and has helped him, to see out a couple of things before. But right now, it's like Ashake is not paying mind to all of that, and he just wants to move on with his life. Let's take some reaction. He says, "Your big fan, please leave all this response and attend to your dad. F up one way on the other, and the other, no doubt. God has blessed you. Leave revenge for us. We never make him big." Well, that's a very audacious claim. We never make him big. Well, Ashake is a big boy. He has his own franchise, the Lungu. I beg your pardon. The Guinean Republic sells his own. So that's a good thing. He's making money. He's living well. He's really achieved a lot of things for himself. So for it to say you never make him big, that's quite a bold statement. But my godfather says, bro, he says, and I quote, bro thinks he's Burna Boy. He sharply dropped freestyle because Burna Boy dropped freestyle during the Lambo saga. He just the copy. I'm sure this saga and a part of rollout. You see, this thing we talk about a rollout, and guys, be on the lookout for our podcast tonight. That's going to drop exactly 9 p.m. It's going to be something that is going to be worth your while. Look forward to that because we're going to be sharing a lot of bass boosts, a lot of insight to everything that's been happening regarding artists and their specific rollout plans and strategies. So this guy said, bro thinks it's Burna Boy. Sharply dropped freestyle because Burna Boy dropped freestyle during the Lambo saga, and he just the copy. I'm sure the saga are part of rollout. Well, I don't know if it's a part of the rollout strategy. I really don't know, because anything right now we will see for internet, you guys double check them, because these things are not actually far-fetched. And I understand what God's saying and what he means, but I really don't think it's a rollout strategy. If it is a rollout strategy, then yo, this one no enter at all. Anyways, guys, I don't know how you're feeling about this one, but it is what it is. And Ashake has reportedly, of course, we can see on the internet, he has responded in a subtle way, to the claims of him abandoning his dad. I don't know what your thoughts are regarding that. Put your thoughts in the comment box. I'll be right there to respond to every. And talking about excellence and greatness, one person that you cannot actually leave out of the conversation is Remy Boy, who is the future of music on the Rolling Stone front page. Rolling Stone, for what is worth, is one of the most. If you get on Rolling Stone, then you're a big boy, to be honest. Right now, Rema is on Rolling Stone talking about interesting things. Of course, I read the interview, and of course, if you want to link to the interview with me, we put in our comment section so you can see anything that Rema said Rolling Stone, and it was quite an interesting interview. Rema is on a roll from dropping interesting music right now. We're looking forward to what's going to happen with him. Of course, the big news is that he's going to drop a project this year. We're anticipating that one. He's still basking, in the euphoria of his last project, and the He Is album, which had multiple nominations and all of that stuff. So it's good. It's good for Remy boy. Everything is looking sharp, and we see all the goodness coming from the Remy camp, and we're so excited for him because he is the face and the future of the Afrobeats movement. And in terms of the conversations of the big three, Rema has told us don't say the big three, big four, big five, because in terms of the numbers, maybe I'm actually one of the biggest threes. Well, that's something that Rema has continued to actually say, but we don't know. We'll leave that thought to you. Also, in the interview, he spoke about his rise in the music scene, of course, what the song Calm Down did for him. According to him, he said he didn't even anticipate, everything that's going to happen with that record, how much people received it. And of course, it was one of the biggest songs that came out of Afrobeat and had Selena Gomez on it, did billions and billions of streams. Actually, one of the biggest songs to come out of Afrobeats right now. Spoke about his late dad, spoke about his late brother, of course, with the symbol, his chain that he wears around his neck, always carrying them with him. Also talked about his time with regarding the Grammy nominations and of course the Grammy event, which he didn't actually win any awards. And according to him, he said that's not the first time, so he's not a newcomer to not winning awards, but he was really cheering everybody on and hoping that he'll actually get on that stage to grab a Grammy. But I mean, it's looking very good. It's looking like everything is panning out for him, and of course, he's definitely going to get that Grammy pretty shortly. So big ups to Rema and big ups to everyone who has been actually representing and carrying high the flag of Afrobeat. And of course, we have one person who has actually surprised us. That person has to be Davido. Davido, for me, just is quite an interesting person, right? Like there's been a lot of talks about the album not actually like you say, enter bossy and all of that stuff. But this guy has continued to shatter a lot of ceilings, right? So right now his unreleased album 5 has gone up to number 1 on the Apple Music Nigerian top albums chart for an unreleased project. And a lot of people are saying he is the first to do it for an album that hasn't dropped. And right now is still the number 1 album, followed by Sheyi Vibe's Children of Africa. That's quite astronomical, right? So Ontario Son says the more I listen to other artists, the more I appreciate Burna Boy for his artistry, taking a very direct jab at the one and only Obio. This song has been actually very heavily criticized since it dropped. I'll be there still, and people are saying no. See, bro, just leave this Amapiano thing alone and delve into another type of sound, because what is this? The reception to this song has actually been very below par. But it is what it is. I hope that when the 5 album drops, we're able to make up for what's been lost. Probably we're judging too early. Maybe we should give this song another 5 more days, 1 week, and see how it does on the charts. Or maybe we get to listen all over again. Now we're in the weekend, we're more relaxed, there's no tension anywhere. Maybe we can listen with an open mind. But a lot of people are saying Davido does not actually need to do so much to actually get us to, love his music and actually vibe to it. But right now, it seems like we're forcing ourselves to really like this song, and it's stressing us the F out. But, anyways, it is what it is, because new music has dropped today, and every Friday we get to give you the beat of everything happening in the world of Afrobeats. And right now, one of the biggest songs to have come out after the whole OBO, I'll Be There Still jam that's still, raking in a lot of numbers. We have Flacco with Wizard Chan and Odumodu Black. Odumodu Black has actually really been in the news for a bit of this and a bit of that. But right now, it looks like this guy has actually continued to press forward and having a collaboration with the most amazing Wizard Chan. It's quite an interesting. I've listened to the song and I absolutely love it, guys. Go check that one out, and please be sure to go to the link in our YouTube, in our YouTube video, and just get onto the playlist, the Friday playlist. Of course, amazing music right there for you to listen to. Toro dropped today by the one and only amazing Ruga, and of course it's a Color Show debut single. So it's quite interesting to see that Ruga is actually teasing to drop his album pretty shortly on the 28th, and of course Toro just dropped today, and it's been actually banging. A lot of people are actually putting that song in comparison to Davido's song and saying Toro is a more decent song than Davido's I'll Be There Still. But that's for you to tell us. Let us know in the comment section if you love Toro more than I'll Be There Still by the one and only Davido or more Baba Olowo. Guys, this is what we have for you on the evening drive, and please be on the lookout on our channel for amazing things dropping later today, and there are amazing conversations that you're gonna actually be a part of. So yes, do well to actually join us later in the evening, say 9 p.m. Check out all the amazing stuff we have going on our channel. I will be right there to respond to every one of them. Please have an amazing weekend, and of course we're going to see you shortly on today.